Yummy Mitsurugi is here in Master Duel. I've been streaming live every day for the last 8 days. Yummy's out. Let's go. I will show you guys how to probably play Yummy Mitsurugi in a best of one format with Maxi and Fua. There's so many great lines. I have multiple replays. Let's get straight into this. Before we do, shout out my Twitch chat. Shout out you guys watching. Follow my Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel wherever you're watching this video now. And if you guys want to learn more about Yu-Gi-Oh, I host advanced classes on my Metafy of a monthly membership where we do multiple coaching sessions a week together, about 20 hours, 30 hours a month. All right, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. It's gonna be straight to the point. So for those that love Yummy Mitsurugi and Master Duel, this is for you. For those who don't know me from Master Duel, I've won 2 YCSs, which is it's the TCG. It's like the card game version of DC Cups, I guess, with Yummy. So as far as Yummy's concerned, if you're gonna play Yummy in Master Duel, you need to ask for my permission first. I created this deck. I'm the Godfather.
Godfather? Good.
What you're looking at right here is a Yummy Mitsurugi board breaker deck while still using Maxi and Fua, which is the strongest hand traps in Master Duel, obviously. You don't need to rely on, if you look at this hand trap list, it's 8 hand traps. The average Yummy hand trap list has what, 15 to 18 hand traps, right? So these 5 that you're playing, Fua and Maxi, have the capability to make your opponent pass. Even Ash Blossom in certain decks like Shit Tail, Draco Tail, sometimes an Ash is even enough on the Rahu, they'll pass. But the idea of it is if your Fua or your Maxi resolves going second, you're in a good, you auto win. But let's say it gets Ash. Due to all the incredible amount of board breakers like Thrust and Talents and Droplets and all the Mitsurugi cards, which all the Mitsurugi cards you're looking at act as Regeki. So the 9 Mitsurugi 1-card starters, in addition to the engages, which get Widow, which always draws in this deck, because this deck has Camellia, right? The Talents, the Thrust, you have 32 cards in your deck going second that are board breakers. 30 fucking 2. You have 32 cards in your deck that are board breakers or hand traps that stop your opponent from doing something. And then your last card you do is a Yummy card. Or you do something like you force, like you do like Cupsy, you don't have to deal with that. Surprise, have to deal with that. And like you do all this shit and your last play is like engage. And you destroy them after you deal with all the interrupts. So that's the idea of this deck. And because we're playing 50 instead of 40, I actually added Thrust and D-Barrier. The reason why is the only way you lose going first. Like the only way, this deck has 25 1-card starters. 25. You'll never brick. So I also wanted to include cards like Talents and Thrust that even though they're breakers, this is why this deck works. The breakers aren't real breakers. Talents, Thrust, and Droplet are amazing to draw going first. And Engage, which counts as a breaker, go first card, and a starter, and a draw 1. Like, it's next level in this deck. And it is a lot of URs, guys, but a lot of these are staples. You guys might already have them. I have a budget version of Yummy. I could build a super Yummy budget deck for Master Duel if you guys would like to see it. You do not need Cookie. Even Cookie, as long as it's at 1, it's okay. Well, I could go over that. But anywho, let's get straight into some duels. I want to show, but yeah, the reason for Thrust is not only is it broken going second, searching Engage to draw 1 and breakers, etc., full combo, search pre-prep, whatever, but now you have D-Barrier. D-Barrier gets this meta. This deck, as you guys are looking at, you have 3 Thrust, 1-dimensional barrier, Called by the Grave, 3 Ash Blossom. You have 8 real answers to Fua and Maxi, while having 3 pseudo answers and Talents. And because Yummy cards trade so damn well into Fua and Maxi, you give 1 draw for Fua or 2 draws for Maxi, and you get all 5 Yummy interruptions by drawing a single one of them. And with Mitsurugi, you get prayers and the discard. I don't play Purification or a Croaky because you're playing a mix of both with so much like non-engine, so you don't actually need it. It is nice to have Purification or a Croaky when you do get Fua or Maxi, but because we have 11 answers and the deck just inherently is very good to it, built like this, what you guys are looking at, you don't really need it. This is the extra deck, so let's get straight into it. Don't question it. Let's get straight into it. One thing I would like to mention is this deck is not for noobs. It's a super pro level deck because the idea of Mitsurugis, they're all Regekis. It's very similar, but it's a more clean version than my YCS winning deck with it. The idea of this deck is simple. It doesn't matter what my hand is. Every hand going second, you have a chance. You're going to see some crazy go second. I'm going to show you guys right now. You're going to see some crazy go second replays of me OTKing versus like 6 or 7 interrupts. You'll see exactly what I mean. So we're going to go to some replays here. I'm going to show you guys a bunch. Let's start with this one. This one was amazing. This one I think you guys are going to really love. This one is full Draco Tail board. Sorry, that's another. We OTK Draco Tail all day. This is a detonator for 4. So detonator for 4. This is a My hand's even not, it's average. I don't even have a yummy card. I don't even have a yummy card right now. Detonator for 4, Habakiri, Purification, Prayers, Hope Harbinger, and Ryziel Cross on dual drive. It's 9 total interrupts, but about 6-7 actual interactions. So we'll see if we could defeat that right now with our hand. Mind you, there's no yummy card in our hand. I know there's Droplet, but there's Purification, Harbinger, and on top of that, I don't actually have a real play here with Ryziel Cross because I need a yummy card, right? So let's see how we do this exactly for everyone watching on YouTube and Twitch right now. So I don't know why everyone's saying that number, but anyway, that's just the amount of negates that my deck puts up, and that's how many hand traps that's how many hand traps my deck plays around. And no, I'm not talking about 6 or 7. I'm talking about 67. My deck plays through 67 hand traps and breakers and everything. Hit the subscribe button. Let's go. So we're gonna continue here. As you see, this is gonna be look at this board. This is the full with Hope Harbinger, with Detonator, with everything. Look at this. It's not even gonna be like, this is a destruction. I didn't even have to use a single yummy card. Look at this. You're gonna see. And like, people are gonna say, oh, it's because of Droplet. It could be talent. It could be Habakiri. It's a Regeki. Habakiri says Regeki. It could be a talent. It could be a thrust. That's how we play 30 copies that are similar to Droplet. So look at this, okay? Set 2. Look at this now, okay? Look at this. So we draw a card. It's Ash Blossom. We have no yummy card. We have no yummy cards right now. A yummy card probably would have made this easiar. No yummy card. Why don't we normal Saji? So we're gonna normal Saji. Why? Because we actually wanted him to cross it. What an easy Ryziel cross. Look at this. This is how you got to play the deck. You have to think in your mind that, okay, what's my win con? Let me not use that card first. Let me save my win con for last. Hornet is full combo on its own. So look at this. Droplet, look at this. I go Hornet. He goes Hope Harbinger's gonna get the Hornet knowing that it's full combo. And I just Droplet, get rid of those. A Talents would have sufficed. Once he negated the first one, I could Talents draw more. I could Prayers, Habakiri. I could do everything you could possibly think of. So what's next? He goes Prayers, the get Murakumo, I Ash Blossom, because the Ash Blossom is not just a hand trap. It's a very good board breaker. Ash is used on Draco Tail traps. It's used on Prayers on your opponent's turn. It's a very good interruption, and it trades 1-for-1 as a board breaker, getting rid of Surprise and Yummy, which these are all the most played decks in the game right now. So this is Purification set. All of his interruptions are done. What do I say for last? My Hornet. I broke this with 4 cards. This is an OTK with 4 cards. I didn't need Prayers or Surprise in my hand. With 4 cards, that was an OTK. My other 2 cards could have been Cupsy, and it could have been Talents or Thrust. Thrust, search for Talents, take Detonator. The game's over. So that's just an example of how broken this deck is going second with a hand that I would deem like slightly average per se. This is a funny replay that I like you guys to see. There's 2 more replays after this, so 4 total replays, but it'll really capture the essence of how powerful this deck is going second. There's not a real answer. So I know what people might think. In my opinion, if someone saw this deck, D barrier for thrust, as you guys are seeing. If someone saw this deck and they had like a reason they would say it's not, like they don't like it, I would probably say the specific reason I wouldn't like it is you're not like there's this, it's 50 instead of 40, and it looks like it's doing too much shit, like because it might lose to Max or Fua, but you literally have 8 real outs to Fua or Maxi and 8 pseudo outs. Even if I ash the Fua and his Max resolves, we're in a great position. So I would like you guys to see how this turns out, because it's a very interesting replay here. You'll see what parts of the combo we're going to get across. You could play Almirage, but I'm not playing Almirage, because if you normal summon Fua and they use Maxi or their own Fua, and you don't have Ash or Called By, you're ruined. And if they do have it, but they have a Maxi on top, you're extra ruined. In this replay, this is when I realized you need to play Gravity Controller. I'm doing a new combo here without Gravity Controller to save extra deck space, but there are a lot of moments where you're going to need it. It's not going to matter. This is a different version of the deck. I want to show you guys different versions, which ones you guys like. This one has more starters with less bricks and more usage in the extra deck, but I didn't play Gravity Controller. So the idea of this is you're just going to summon a bunch. Camellia, Kagari. Something cool about Camellia is if you have free bodies, you just get a free engage for next turn on turn 0. And typically, sometimes you draw, sometimes you don't. Because if you have 3 spells exactly, you'll always draw, because you'll send engage as the 4th. Draw engage, but obviously, as you guys are looking right now, I don't need it. As I said, with no gravity controller, I missed out the 1 body to make Herald. So I'm intending to make Herald on his turn, which is not a problem, because as long as there's not like a lightning storm or something right now, I'm in a good position. And what happens? It's a lightning storm. He's playing a Go Second deck. So after I got lightning storm for 3 sets and my field spell, I want you guys to see just how resilient this deck is, even with that. Every single one of your sets are chainable, every single one of them. So even if he were to have, you're playing a Go Second deck with board breakers against a deck with board breakers, you don't need purification. Or look, I'm summoning all these later because they all just summon for free. Like, it's so difficult for your opponent who's doing this. And then on the opponent's turn, I make the Herald before a second play. You guys see that? And I get crazy draw and follow up. And anytime he activates a card, I can Murakumo make and discard. He kaijus my Herald. It's a board breaker deck, and it's against Mekenko. So you're gonna be pretty cool here. You're gonna see he has droplets himself. For those seeing the last replay, this is Lightning Storm Droplet Kaiju. Lightning Storm Droplet Kaiju full combo. Shouldn't his hand, isn't that hand even better? He has 2 pushes in his hand. Kaiju Lightning Storm Droplet. Shouldn't that be a better hand than what I had last time of just a singular Droplet and 1 Ash and 1 Hornet? But he cannot get to the combo because I have too much shit, because it's so layered. You can't actually deal with everything. It's so layered. You can't actually deal with all the interrupts. And that's not even including all your billion non-engine. And I didn't even need to use 1,000 of my, I had like 5 extra interruptions I didn't need to use here. And he's passing, and that's obviously OTK. So just an idea so you guys see. I wanted to show that because the last replay I showed, I had the Droplet. I had the, some people might consider a broken custom hand. Oh, your Droplet, bro. My opponent had it here, plus a Kaiju, plus Lightning Storm, plus starters. But it still was not even nearly enough. I had like multiple more stuff shit I could have done. Just to show you guys. All right, I'm gonna show you guys another one here, just to get a real idea. And if you guys want to watch more like this on YouTube, go check out my Twitch where I stream every single day. This one is a very cool one because in this one I'm playing Soulful Cord cards somewhere in my deck. That's for a later video. In this you're only going to see Yummy Mitsu. So I'm playing against Soulful Cord Yummy right now. I'm playing Mitsu. Look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. This is my hand. I understand. I know Saji loves me. A cool thing about Saji is that its attack is 1,000. Pay very close attention to that, guys. The attack is 1,000. Saji's attack is 1,000. It's the best Mitsurugi brick because it can make Al Mirage when you normal summon it. This is why Aramasa is considered a brick in Mitsurugi Yummy, because you cannot if you normal Aramasa to get Habakiri, the Habakiri 1-card Habakiri combo, you cannot special your Yummies because it's 1,200 attack. He Fuwas me. We use one of our 11 answers to Fuwa. We go into Al Mirage. We special Cupsy because Saji can make a Link 1. So now it makes Saji not a brick anymore. It makes Saji not a brick, which is huge to play that for that reason. We're going to resolve this. Now I'm going to show you guys the combo. The combo is a little bit different because we have multiple starters, as you guys are witnessing here. And when I say we, I mean everyone watching on Twitch and everyone watching on YouTube. We're a team, guys. But when I win, it's solo. But when we're playing, it's a team. You guys are not 3-time champions. Anywho, so I'm going to special. Once you threaten Herald, there's obviously no Nibiru. Like, they're going to nib right then and there. So what you want to do, pay attention to one quick thing here. If I summoned Herald before I went 1 ritual, you just need 1 ritual. Look at this. If I made Herald first, my Habakiri would be banished because of Herald's Macrocosmos effect. So what you do is you just do it once. What you do is I don't play Kusanagi or Aramasa because they're bricks. I'm trying to play as little bricks as possible, as many starters as possible, as many non-engine as possible. So in this situation, now I can make Herald, because Herald only Macrocosmos, the Macrocosmos effect of Herald is very specifically only from deck and hand, not from the field, allowing my Murakumo to summon itself. This ends on a truly unbreakable board, and on Masquerena here. And we're gonna have Murakumo on the field so we don't lose. Like, I don't want Asher Bell in the prayers. We're gonna set 2 and pass. This right here is the board. This right here, what you're looking at. Yes, we use multiple cards to play around multiple hand traps. But what you're looking at right here could be done with 1 Yummy card. 1 Yummy card does this. but this Samsara in the graveyard would be back on the, so I have Samsara for a follow-up, it would be on the field. One Yummy card does this. What you're looking at, this board right here, is one Yummy card. Well, I use more, but again, as I'm saying, because the Yummy card adds 2 more, which adds Herald, which adds Habakiri, which resummons Samsara, that's why this deck is so broken. Now my opponent has no chance. Let's count our interruptions. We have the 5 Yummy interrupts. Well, it's to be, well, we don't play a Croaky, so we have Cookie double book. We'll count that as 1. But even though it always books 2, but we'll count that as 1. Cookie book, Cookie pop, Lollipop banish. We have surprise bounce 2, so we'll count that as 1 as well. That's 4. We have IP 5. We have SP 6. So SP's banish and SP second is banish. We have Murakumo discard. We have Herald Omni negate, and we have the Murakumo Regeki. That's 9 interactions that are next level powerful. We're talking about 9 interactions, but like 13 disruptions. This was from 1 Yummy card. This is like, everyone was complaining about Malice in Master Duel. You guys have no idea what this has done to the TCG. The TCG has been going crazy because of a singular Yummy and a Herald and Habakiri. They're begging for Habakiri to go. And like, out of those 9 interruptions, I don't even touch a single Yummy interruption. Look, I have 9 interruptions. I didn't even Regeki. I didn't even use my second. Like, I'm not even using any of these interrupts whatsoever. And it's so layered because of the 2 quick play spells. The 2 quick plays, if your opponent Dark Rulers you, for example, that's a common card that people have been using for a very long time to stop big boards. But if you Dark Ruler me, I literally have Surprise and Prayers. Like, I'm gonna literally do all of that shit again. I'm still gonna have the 4 Yummy interrupts because I'm gonna Specialist Synchro 2. I'm still gonna have a Regeki and discard because Prayers sends us cost. It's crazy. All right, that's it for the video. Hope you guys liked the video on Twitch and YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube and follow on Twitch. And check out my Metafy down in the description if you guys want to get coached daily by the Pen God. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.